Welcome to the news at this hour. My name is Elizabeth Muchwang. The headlines. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo presides over FEC meeting. The World Health Organization urges action after cough syrups linked to more than 300 child deaths. Elections will hold in Southeast, says Einaya Abaribe. Court throws out suit challenging ban of Okada and Keke in Lagos State. And now the news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari has been represented by his vice, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, at the week's Federal Executive Council meeting in Abuja. Reports gathered that the Nigerian leader missed today's FEC meeting as he is away in Dakar, Senegal, to attend the high-level Dakar 2 summit hosted by President Macky Sall of Senegal. Today's meeting makes the second in a row that the president will be absent from. Osinbajo headed the meeting, which reportedly began at 10 a.m. at the council chambers of the presidential villa, Abuja. At the FEC meeting are the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustapha, the Head of Civil Service of the Federation, Dr. Folashade Yemi Esson, and the Chief of Staff to the President, Professor Ibrahim Gambari. The lawmaker representing Abia South Senatorial District, Einaya Abaribe, on Wednesday said the security issue in the southeast will not affect the 2023 general elections in the region. Abaribe charged governors from the southeast to work together to end the unrest in the region rather than working as individuals. Speaking to reporters, he said the 2023 general election will be free and fair, with BVAs adding that the results will show who the people trust or not. Abaribe claimed that external forces are responsible for insecurity in the southeast, with the aim of stopping people from exercising their franchise freely and fairly. He noted that he visited the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, in the custody of the Department of State Services, and Kanu revealed that there is no sit-at-home in the region. A suit challenging the restriction of commercial motorcycles, Okada, and tricycles, also known as Keke Napep, on some roads in Lagos State has been thrown out by a federal high court sitting in the state. Reports gather that the suit, which was filed by a Lagos lawyer identified as Julius Ajibulu, was thrown out because the court said he failed in the attempt to challenge the reverse of the order. The Lagos State government had earlier restricted the movement of operations of commercial motorcycles and tricycles, prescribing in 6 local government areas, 9 local council development areas, and 10 major highways across the state, with effect from February 1st, 2020. It was learned that the Lagos State government banned Okada and tricycles from plying 40 bridges and flyovers across the state, and directed security operatives to embark on a total enforcement of the state's Transport Sector Reform Law of 2018 to immediately address the chaos and disorderliness created by illegal operations of Okada and tricycle riders in restricted areas. On the foreign scene, the World Health Organization has called for immediate and concerted action to protect children from contaminated medicines after a spate of child deaths linked to cough syrups last year. In 2022, more than 300 children, mainly aged under 5, in the Gambia, Indonesia, and Uzbekistan died of acute kidney injury in deaths that were associated with contaminated medicines, the WHO said in a statement. The medicines, over-the-counter cough syrups, had high levels of diethylene glycol and ethylene glycol, as well as the countries above. The WHO told reporters that the Philippines, Timor-Leste, Senegal, and Cambodia may be affected because they have the medicines on sale. It called for action across its 194 member states to prevent more deaths. In sports news, the record 9-time Australian Open champion Novak Djokovic advanced to the semi-finals of the 2023 edition of the tournament after defeating 5th seed Andrei Rublev on Wednesday. Serbia's Novak Djokovic, who is 35 years old, crushed Russia's Rublev in Melbourne with a harsh 6-1, 6-2, 6-4 triumph, despite occasionally seeming agitated. The 4th seed, whose left thigh was once more braced, will compete against American Tommy Paul on Friday. And with that, we've come to the end of the news at this hour. Thank you for watching, and once again, my name is Elizabeth Muchwang.